Hey guys, welcome back to the storage room. Welcome back to another stream. Now, I'm not going to do any racing today. Today's stream is more of a heads up to the fact that I will not be streaming for the next couple of days. So tomorrow afternoon I'm going to a mate's place to watch the State of Origin, and tomorrow will be the start of the installation of the new monitors. I've got my 4 brand new 2560 by 1440 G-Sync compatible gaming monitors with a 1.5 millisecond response time to set up on the rig. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to make some other changes to the setup of the rig. I want to lift the parcel tray for the computer up higher because I've got my pedals. I want to lift my pedals up a bit more, and I've got stacks of adjustment. I think I've got heaps of adjustment. I want to lift the computer tray up so that I can give myself a little bit more clearance, because I do want to lift the pedals up a bit more. They're just about where they need to be, and they're pretty comfortable. I also am going to lift the steering wheel up a little bit to give myself a bit more clearance for my knees. The only issue I've got, excuse me, is that at this present moment I cannot lift my seat up any higher. But I kind of don't want to lift the seat up any higher, because then that means I've got to lift the steering wheel up and blah blah blah. Anyway, on and on it goes. So today is today is a day for, what have we got here? Pending. Oh yes, Pedro. There you go, buddy. Bring Pedro in. I think he is already in storage room racing. I'm not sure how you check. How do you check who's in here and who's not? Have to Google that. Oh, that's wicked. Like that. Sorry guys, just waving to say hello to some people that have joined the Discord. While I've been away, which is all good. So I am now back from my Melbourne trip to see my daughter, which was wicked. And yeah, so now I'm going to make some changes to the setup. Sorry, just clearing some Discord messages. Let's put in gaming practice for now. Where are we? Alright, so let's... Hey Russ! Yeah, I just watched the traction video on that just before. So yes, looking forward to that. And as I was saying before, mostly this stream is about me saying to you guys that I'm not going to be... Oh, of course there is. Of course there is. Well, I'm not going to do that right now, because that'll just chew up too much bandwidth. So let's open up Steam and get LMU up and running. Of course there's an update for that too. Righto, let's update that. We'll update LMU, worry about iRacing later. Yes, so tomorrow and Thursday there won't be any streaming, because I'll just repeat myself, because I said it at the start of the video, but my 4 new 2560 by 1440p G-Sync compatible gaming 1 millisecond monitors have arrived, and I want to make some changes to the rig. I want to lift the tray that's holding my PC up to give myself more clearance between my feet and my pedals, because I need to lift the pedals up a little bit more just to get them to the proper GT position. And I'm going to lift the steering wheel up as well. That will allow me, and I still have room, I will still have some room to drop the monitors a little bit, so that I'm sort of more central, because my eyes are hitting about not quite halfway up the screen. So I want to bring them down a little bit, but I've got to lift the steering wheel up, and so it won't be it'll be more, at the moment it's on a bit of an angle, so it'll be a bit flatter, but it will allow me to bring the monitor down, and I may be able to... I can't bring them any closer to me because they're already as far out as they'll go, but I might be able to squeeze it back a little bit, and there might be just enough room for the monitors to go between the back of my digital dash and the base, the mount for my direct drive wheel. So fingers crossed. So yeah, so tomorrow and Thursday we'll be doing that. I'm going to watch... yeah, I got a bit of work ahead of me, but tomorrow afternoon I'm going to watch the State of Origin with my mate, my old workmate, my best buddy. Going to watch the State of Origin with him, and if you... I know you've probably heard about the Aussie Rules Football League, but State of Origin is rugby league game between Queensland and New South Wales. If you don't know, if you've not heard of it before, just look it up online. But it's a rivalry that's been going on between Queensland and New South Wales, which are on the east coast of Australia, been going on for decades. A long time. So yes, so I want to try and set this up. I won't click always use that option, because one day I might get VR, because, you know, VR, it's not that massively expensive. So, oh no, that's interesting. Oh, I'll dip that down. Where are we? Yeah, I've been wanting to make the changes to the rig for quite a while, because I lifted my pedals up. What's it doing? But I hadn't lifted my I hadn't lifted the computer up. and I need to. Set difficulty settings, advanced. Stability control. Well, what does professional give us? Racing line off. Yeah, I don't want that on. Yeah, I will do, but I'm assuming that's in settings I can go to afterwards. Yeah, I can turn this off, and we can turn these off in the in-game settings. Yeah, I don't know why it's turning stability control and anti-lock brakes off, because the cars have those. I don't get that. But before I click on advanced, because I don't want steering help, don't want braking help, invulnerability, auto shifting, I don't want any of that. But these two we should be able to, and that and the stability control and anti-lock brakes we can turn on inside the game settings. Cool, righto. Well, I might set. Does this really? This really is just difficulty settings, isn't it? Because if I do that, I can turn these ones on afterwards. I don't want the racing line on. God. I'll set it on professional. Bugger it. It's done. But yes, we get the Valkyrie and the AMG for free. I think there's some tracks, or do we have to pay for the tracks? I have to watch it again. What's this? Oh, I see. Shit, 75 Australian dollars. That's like 130 bucks already.
Hey, I thought it'd be easier if I joined on the phone.
Yeah, no dramas. Yep, all good. I'm just
Okay.
looking at
Race Room, you can sign up for an entry level non-paid or you can pay subscription.
oh, okay. Capture gameplay footage automatically or on demand. Oh, okay. So that's basically replays, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn this bloody music off, because that's annoying me. uh,
And you might get a nasty gram from the music's
yeah.
composer.
Why hasn't that muted?
Well, if you go back to the game and then go into game's audio options, I think.
Oh, okay, so that was on 10. Where's audio options?
But because don't go into Steam. You have to go into the game's audio settings.
Yeah, yep. I'm just back to game. Why isn't it going back? Well, I'm not in Steam.
Yeah, upper right hand corner, click the X.
Oh, here we go. Righto. So where am I going next? Here we go. Settings. Sound. UI music. Off.
There you go.
Ah, there we go.
So you can generate a free race control account if you want to host your own races.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can sign up for the Race Control Plus, and you will get, with that subscription, all of the DLC.
Oh, okay.
Or you can pay for all the DLC and just keep a free Race Control subscription.
Right.
Which is what I've got.
So you've got the free race control subscription and you just bought the DLC separately, yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the Season Pass, 2024 Season Pass.
Right, I think that's what I was just looking at before for $75.
Yeah.
I think that was the Season Pass. But,
yeah, which gets you every car and track from 2024.
Yep. Really interesting stuff to hear on Traction today about and listening to the guy talking about what they're doing. The career mode sounds interesting.
Yeah, that was cool that he spent a lot of time with Traction.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Okay, so
yeah, see, there's all the stuff that you can set.
Yep.
So you don't really have to choose a preset.
No. But I did that because I could have come in and changed it in here anyway, but that's all good. Auto clutch on. Steering help off. Opposite lock off. Brake help off. Spin recovery, no. None of that. AI strength, we'll set that to advanced. We'll see how much I suck. Added.
Well, to give you a gauge, I've got mine set at 85, and I'm still slightly quicker. So yeah, anything above 90 would probably be really, really good for you.
Right. Yep. Cool.
Because I know you're quicker than me.
Oh well, Tim says that all the time, and then I'm not. So I don't know where I don't. Yeah, doesn't matter. It's all good. Track map driver. What's that? Full hidden. Oh, okay. Driver. Is that just gives you like the section that your car's on? So if I put full for track map, that should give the full map, eh? That should show the whole track instead of just a
Correct.
portion of it. Yeah, cool.
Correct.
Right.
Driver's like a zoom in.
Yeah. Always. Yeah. Chuck it on always. What else have we got? Oh, righto, so that tells me where it's saving to. That's cool. Connection type. Upstream, downstream. Connection type. ADSL to...
Ooh, AI aggression to high. Good luck.
AI aggression to high. Where's that?
Yeah, that's right underneath the skill level.
Oh, yep. Normal, high. Yeah. Let's turn it down to normal.
Yeah.
At least until I get used to it.
Yeah, they will defend under normal. They will
Yeah.
defend aggressively. I know they do at Sebring on the back straight. They will push you into the inner pit wall.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, for high. Yeah, they'll probably send it on you on every corner.
Controls. Okay, the interesting bit. Now SimHub works. This works with SimHub, doesn't it?
Yes.
Cool. Ooh. Ooh. What are we doing here? Oh, assign left steering control. Clutch we don't need to worry about because that's auto. Shifting up, shifting down. We can set a, so that's obviously we can set a button that will automatically shift it to neutral, eh? I might actually do that because I think that's what this button on my wheel's for. Change driving camera. Okay, now some of these functions I don't actually have a button that sort of corresponds to it. What's MD? What's MFD? Next MFD.
Multifunction display.
Ah, righto.
That's basically your black boxes.
Ah, okay. Yep. Okay. Request pit stop.
Yes, if you run a race long enough to need a pit stop, requesting it allows time for the team to get set up for you. Because if you just pull into the pits in any random lap, you're going to lose a lot of time.
Right.
Yeah, so you want to give them a heads up.
Okay, hang on. Already assigned it. No, hang on a minute. That can't be assigned to pit limit. Where's shift to neutral? Request pits. No. I want to make that one. Where's the... I don't see a pit limit.
Look under car controls.
Ah, in there. Headlights pulse. Okay.
Yeah, and you can always search. The search box is pretty good for doing stuff.
Okay. Alright, that's all I needed. Speed limit. Okay. Headlights. Yeah. I'm not gonna bother with headlight pulse. Wipers. Okay. Now, I did muck around with ignition and starter in iRacing, and I had issues with it not starting. So I think I'm just going to leave them as auto. Or do they have to be set?
No, they don't.
They don't.
They can be auto.
Okay. So we'll
Yeah,
leave
that's
those.
in your, I think your main gameplay controls.
Right.
Yeah.
Confirm.
Hey, Cooper.
Hey Cooper, how are you, buddy? Onboard ABS increase. Cancel. Onboard and confirm. Oh, that's ABS. I don't want to do that. I want brake bias. Brake bias forward. Backwards.
You notice that there's 3 separate traction controls.
Yeah, you've got slip angle.
Power, and then the basic traction control. So yeah, you can adjust all 3 of them separately.
Yeah. Traction control increase. I thought I set that. Decrease. Okay. That's weird. Yeah, I don't have enough stuff. Like, I don't have thumb encoders and stuff on the wheel, which is why I wanted to get the GT Neo. But I'm not getting the GT Neo until SimMagic update it to this thing where you don't need to have that mag link, because I think that's stupid. We've got power, like it's a wireless wheel, but you've got to have the mag link.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm assuming a lot of this is for the GTPs as well. As far as motor map goes, I'm not too concerned about that. Now, next, okay, so we'll set this up the same as iRacing. Up, down, yes, confirm, increase, decrease. Right, so that looks like that's oh, hang on, pit stop request. Request it. It's not already assigned to the speed limit, because I've... Oh, hang on a minute, that was speed limit. Oh, whatever. Request a pit stop. What else can I... Car controls, because I've got the other one. Here we go. Power, traction control. So this power increase and power decrease, that... So, aside from increasing and decreasing traction control, there's a power increase and decrease?
Yes. I put a chart in Chris's tips and tricks section of his Discord, because you can... Oh, that's for ABS though. But for ABS, you can actually tune the car's turn-in characteristics with ABS.
Really?
Yeah, and then I guess this would be corner exit with traction control.
Yeah, that's slip angle increase and slip angle decrease.
Yeah. I haven't found a chart on that yet though.
Yeah.
But with the June 10th update to the game, they really changed a lot with the GT3s.
Yeah.
Besides the tire model.
Increase, confirm, decrease, confirm, and I'll set this one to increase and decrease. And that.
Yeah, if you don't have enough buttons for those, you can hit those with on the MFDs on the black boxes.
With the mouse, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Or do you have Do you have a funky switch on your wheel?
That's what I've set the MFD and what I just set the all this other stuff with. Like what
Okay.
I've just set the slip angle increase and ASB's taken up my other funky switch. So I mean that's cool. I mean most of this. I don't think you can adjust ARBs on the GT3s. I think this is more for
Yeah, I think it's hypercars.
hypercars. So I don't
Yeah.
want to. This
Do the LM2s do it? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'd have to go into iRacing and have a look. Come on. There we go. Hey Chris, how are you, buddy? Hey mate, if I'm gonna start something, I'm gonna start it with everything set up, because basically I'm setting it up the same as what I've got iRacing set up for. Yeah, so that's what I'm setting up at the moment. Sorry, it keeps just. This is why when I spend the next couple of days making the adjustments to the rig, and as I was saying to Russ, if you didn't see the start of the stream, I'm not doing any streaming tomorrow or Thursday, alright, unless I get everything set up properly and quickly. But all of this stuff, like instead of having to do this all the time, having to bring everything over the top of the gameplay, it's going to go up on my fourth monitor, which will be up there, and then I have my other three monitors other than the in-game overlays. There'll be no other additional overlays, and even with iRacing, if I can get iRacing to work, you guys will see the standings and the track map and stuff, but I will only have the relative on my screen. So everything else will be on the fourth monitor up above, which means then I can just look up. I won't have to worry about hitting buttons all the time to bring it up over the top of the gameplay. No worries, Brian. I'm not going to be on for too long, probably another hour. I'm just going to have a little bit of a play with LMU, and then I'll be probably jumping off. Car controls, so we've set up car controls. Yeah, done all that. Gameplay, what's this?
Go over to force feedback.
Force feedback, yep. Reset to defaults.
What do you have your wheelbase software for force feedback strength set at?
In SimPro, I've got force feedback, everything. So the force feedback's at 100%, and the Newton meters are at 100%.
Wow, it doesn't show anything. That's crazy.
Calibrate.
Because you'd want to turn it. You'd want to turn it down in the game.
Yeah, yep. Steering's that way.
Yeah, 100% with the some magic stuff, and then turn it down in the game.
Okay, so that's
Set
that.
default.
The throttle's in there. There.
Okay, there you go.
Clutch we don't have. Righto, so we want wheel range from vehicle. Prevent downshifting to neutral if neutral configured. So yes, because I've got a button for neutral. Oh no, hang on a minute. Should we leave that off? Just, do these get stuck in gear to the point where you need a button to get into neutral? Or not?
I haven't experienced that.
Righto, so we'll leave that off for now then. Use simultaneous shift up and down neutral activation. Oh, okay, so you'd pull both paddles back to hit neutral. Righto. Auto reverse we don't need. Secondary input. Never seen that before. Steering sensitivity. Where was steering sensitivity?
Do you know what the steering angle is set at in your SimMagic software?
900. Tim and I found that 900 worked better in the software, and then if we wanted to, well, actually, we found with the settings that we've got, we found 900 was better than, because I mean GT cars, they say set them to 540.
Right, that's what I've got mine set at.
Yeah, but we actually found that running 900 was pretty good. Oh, okay, this is interesting.
Okay. Well, it's going to be set at 450 by the vehicle.
Righto. That's all good.
So you can you can turn that off and set it to 900 if you want.
Yeah, yep.
Or try it like that.
We'll try it as the in-game setting is at the moment, because it won't matter. What's in the software doesn't really matter too much. So if I turn that down, what does turning that down do?
I know iRacing gets mad at me every time I set the wheels to 540. Oh, this doesn't match what your software or your wheelbase says. And I'm like, my wheelbase says 540, iRacing. Get with the lunch program.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Oh, you put in dead zones?
I'm not for the steering, but I was thinking about it for the throttle. Probably not so much for the throttle, but for the brake.
Brake, yeah. If you rest your foot on the brake pedal, yeah.
Oh, actually, it takes a little bit of pressure. Still takes a little bit of pressure. Set minimum. I don't know. No, I have to with iRacing. It's pretty sensitive. I'm putting. That's a fair bit of pressure on the brake pedal before it registers anything. Hang on, if I set sensitivity.
Hey, Jesse.
I don't know what that's. I don't know that that's having an effect at all. What do you have your sensitivity for the brakes set at?
Oh, I've never messed with mine.
Okay. We'll just leave it at 100. Hey Jesse, how are you, buddy? So if you're just tuning in, I've said it a couple of times now, but I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow or Thursday, possibly. Probably Thursday I might do a bit of streaming. Definitely not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to watch going to watch the State of Origin with a buddy of mine that I used to work with. So I won't be, but I'm going to be pulling the rig apart because I've got my new monitors to set up. So instead of having to hit the Windows key all the time to bring the chat box up so I can see what everybody's saying and Discord and all of the rest of it, it's going to go up there. Because that's where the fourth monitor's going. So all of this stuff is actually I'm going to have to, how is that? No, the chat box will still have to be on the main screen because otherwise it won't, you guys won't be able to see whatever he's, birthday monitors, you guys won't be able to see what you're all typing in, but in iRacing the standings overlay, the track map and all of that will be on the fourth monitor. But having the fourth monitor will mean that I won't have to hit the Windows key to bring everything up to click on it. I'll be able to do it from up there. Antibody, have you not been well? Oh, okay. 26th of this month, mate. So yeah, early birthday
happy
present.
Birthday. Yeah. Happy early birthday.
Yep. Yeah, early birthday present. From the wife and daughter. Did you whack your finger, did you, Chris? Okay, so I think it's interaction. Toggle HUD, cycle mirror. Cycle standings data. I'm going to have to do that with a mouse, I think. Because I haven't got enough triples, hardware triples, tires, frame rate, CPU. Oh, I'm not going to worry about all of that. I probably need a vote yes and a vote no though, don't I? I have to do that on the keyboard. No, the keyboard doesn't want to know anything about that. Never mind. Okay. Cameras. Just seat down. No, we'll leave that. Gameplay. Can I set that stuff on the, so I can set that stuff on the keyboard. Toggle HUD. So up arrow. No, that doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, I suppose it does. Cycle mirror.
Yeah, I think that's the virtual mirror.
Oh, okay. Cycle track map. Standings data. Down arrow. Reset delta target. Cycle standings. Do we really need to cycle the mirrors? Oh, is that to basically cycles it on and cycles it off, eh?
I believe so. I keep mine off. I just use whatever the cars give me. Either a rear view mirror or a rear view monitor.
Yep. We'll leave that. So we've done the calibration, cameras. I don't need to look left. I don't need to muck around with any of that because I've got
Triples.
triples.
Some of us on single monitors have to look left and right.
Yeah. Now I've just bloody
We're slumming.
used all. I've just. Adjust seat forward, adjust seat backwards. Okay, I'm gonna have to reset. Yes, I know that. Blah de blah. Adjust seat backwards. I'll have to frickin' do something else with the other ones because that's important. I need that. Is
Whatever
there?
happened to the days when you could just install a game and go play it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Interactions. I'm just gonna
Yep.
I'm just gonna leave that stuff. I can't be bothered with it. Cameras. Gameplay. Skip formation lap. Now the thing is, now I need to go through all of this and write it all down so I know where everything is.
Right. So as soon as you get in the car, it's like, ah,
What do I do again?
why, yeah, why am I seeing the headliner?
Righto. Oh, here we go. Yep, righto. Car controls. Graphics. Okay, so that's... Well, see, it's good how it picks all that up automatic. Vertical sync. Not available. Is any of this... Have you played around with any of this FXAA or anything?
Yeah, yeah, I think so, but I can't remember what I've got on.
Righto.
So,
How many vehicles do you have visible? Do you...
I think all of them.
Okay.
The game's pretty, I should say, fairly light on GPU usage. That I've got vertical sync set to 120 because that's my monitor refresh rate. And I'm
Right.
pretty much at 120 frames per second
Okay.
most of the time, and that's with all the vehicles. So
Do you have steering wheel off?
no, because there's some cars I want to see the steering wheel.
Right. Ah, because they have the screen on them. Yep.
Yeah, for data.
Copy. Head vibration. Head physics. Look at exaggerated your... No, we don't want to do anything. Lock horizon off. Vertical field of view. Now, I saw... What was that first bit? Something... before I asked about how many vehicles, visible vehicles, you said something to me. You said something about field of view or something. That you said something about, and it had, and then you were talking about your refresh rate. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yes, because it lists yours as 75 hertz. Is that your monitor?
That's my current monitor. My new monitors are 180, so they'll.
Okay.
I'm assuming this will pick that up once I put the new monitors in, and if it doesn't, I just got to remember to go in there and change it.
Yeah.
Circuit detail. Well, I want everything on high. Put everything on high because my computer should be able to do it.
Yeah.
Without any issues. Raindrops high. Road reflection. I will leave that because I don't know exactly what that is. Shadows.
Yeah, 4 times anisotropic should be good.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that Stephen Hood had talked about. They're not going to bring in DLSS or FSR to the game anytime soon. They want to lock down gameplay first.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is commendable.
Yeah. And they
because the game looks pretty good anyway.
Yeah, stability of the game is the most important thing at the moment. Not not any of that
eye candy.
The eye candy. Number of effects. Just spotters information level. Probably want that on high. Spotter lap times.
I think I've got my spotter turned off, and I just use crew chief and get mad at Jim.
Yeah. Speaker configuration, auto. I don't know what that is. Master volume, spotter volume. Well, we don't want him too loud, so we'll turn him down to 50% and see how that is. Onboard volume, controls, cockpit, camera, sound level. Well, master volume's at 100%. Spotter volume at 50. We'll just leave that there for now. So I think that's everything, eh? Controls. Graphics, sound. Okay.
At least for your initial setup. Yep.
Yeah, you can tweak all that.
Fingers crossed.
Tweak all that later. Okay, we know that that's new. So let's go to a race weekend. Let's bring this back up so I can see what everybody's talking about. No worries,
Ryan
Jesse.
wants you to turn it up to 11 like Spinal Tap.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, have a good sleep, mate. We'll chat to you in a couple of days. What do we got? He whacked his schnitzel.
Good night, Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse's a month older than me. Yeah, so I'm 50 on the 26th.
Still green.
Still
Right behind the ears, young man. Now,
Yeah.
do you have just the base game?
Yes, I do at the moment. Yep.
Okay. So for 2024, you'll get the Mustang, the McLaren free, the BMW hypercar free,
So at the moment, have I got everything for 2023 with the base game or no?
yes, 2023 is, I think, all GTEs
Oh,
and
yep.
LMPs.
Righto.
Yeah.
But I need to buy the DLC, so I got to spend the 75 quid to get season 24, eh?
Yes. Or you can pick and choose if you don't want a car to drive. I'm sure it'll be in the game, but you just won't be able to drive it. Kind of like iRacing.
So you can, like Race Room. Oh, like it's so basically like iRacing. You can buy what you want, and you don't. If you don't want to drive something, don't buy it. That's cool.
Yeah, they're
like
they're
that.
not separate cars and tracks. There's 5 pass DLCs, 5 separate DLCs for it,
Righto.
and each DLC will have a couple of cars and a track.
Righto. But if you want all the tracks, you've got to buy all the DLC packs, and that gives you all the cars anyway. So
Correct.
Either
Correct.
way, you're stuffed either way.
Yeah. Right. Or you can just keep the base game, subscribe to Race Control Plus, and get all the DLCs with your Plus subscription.
Right. Oh, yeah, okay, that's that one.
And I think the Race Control Plus also gives you R Factor 2 stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because basically this game's R Factor 2 with a different coat of paint.
Right. Championship bonus. What's that? Oh, okay. Pack 1.
Respect the bumps.
Respect the bumps.
What's the school circuit?
School circuit.
Yeah, it's Sebring. Never heard of that.
Oh, okay. So the it cuts out. Hang on a second. Let me go back. Where are we? Championship. Okay, so where's Sebring? Is that? Yeah. So the school circuit is like, instead of turning left there, you turn right, I think, and it does just this bit through here, or it might be the one that cuts all of this bit out and you just run through here, because there's like, I think that's, I'm pretty sure that's the only two versions of it that I've seen. iRacing does it with the Mazdas, and I can't remember, was it the Toyota 86s? It might be PCC uses this one, and there's a Mazda, I think maybe the Advanced Mazda or the other Mazda Cup series uses this half of it.
Can you click on the school circuit in the circuit layout box?
School circuit. Yeah, it's that one.
Does that come up? Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I've done this one with
So
the
is that
Mazda.
driving school? Yeah, is that driving school, I guess?
I would think so, but I've never, like, it's not a tutorial one or anything. It's just that must be in the real world. That's obviously a circuit they use for new drivers. Or
Yeah.
people just starting their career.
That looks kind of fast.
Yeah, it is. It is quite. It is quick. So what do we got? Let's have a look here. So we got quite a bit with the base content.
Yeah.
I got both Ferraris. See, yeah, Ferrari. What's that? 3 wins at Le Mans in a row now.
In a row. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, isn't it?
But yeah, but the P4 Ferrari got DQ'd for, and I can't remember what it was, but yeah, so they finished still 1-3, I think, or 1-2, and Porsche finished third.
Yeah, I haven't seen the race. I've only seen I only saw the results on Facebook, but yeah, pretty incredible that they've come through and they've managed to win 3 in a row.
3 in a row, yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's good that Robert Kubica, or Kubica,
Yep.
however you want to pronounce it, yeah, he's got a 24-hour win on his resume now.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's cool. Van Wall. Okay. Toyota. Okay, so they're running. That car runs a V8, 4.5 litre. The Toyota runs a V6 twin turbo. Porsche's got their twin turbo V8. Peugeot runs. Interesting that they put in 90 degrees, eh? On the description of the engine. Sorry, I know I'm going through this quicker than what it's showing up.
It's all right.
3.5 litre V8. Ferrari.
I like the Porsche number 5 livery. I think that was the
Oh, yep.
reveal livery for the 963.
Yep.
As a car, it had the stripes on it. That looks really cool.
Yeah, good liveries. Oh, okay, so there's only one LMP2. But there's all these different, I'm assuming these are all the different teams.
Teams? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, GTE. Oh, the C8. Ferrari.
Yeah, the GTEs drive pretty tough. No ABS on them.
Yeah.
I struggle.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the RSR. Well, I should say I wasn't a fan of the RSR in iRacing. But I like it in. I'm not a fan of the RSR and iRacing. I think that's the only place I've driven it. Now, which one? No, Nicky Tim hasn't run in WEC, has he? Or did he?
I think he was. I think he was with Aston this weekend. You could click on the cars and see if he's up in the driver's lineup in the upper right.
Okay, no, he's not in that one.
But this is 2023, though, right?
Yeah.
He might have been with the team. Yeah.
Marco, I know Sorensen. I know Marco and Nicky did British GT together. Yeah, he's not in. He's not in here. He's not in the register. So I see Marco is.
I guess Ian James is running the Heart of Racing organization, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Weck had a video of him talking about the Valkyrie, which is pretty cool.
Okay. Yep. Oh, hang on a minute. Here we go. Ah, I didn't see that. WEC 2. Oh, I know him. And I've never met the guy, but he was in JP's race team when I first started iRacing. What's his first name? Liam Talbot. Liam Talbot. He races Porsche Cup. He races Porsche Cup in Australia. He just married one of the. Oh, when I say just married, he married one of the Wiggles a couple of years ago, or a little while. Was she in the Wiggles? Yeah, I think she was. There was like this kids group. Oh, I have to go back through the cars now, but I don't think so. Ah, Nicky Tim, he was. There we go. Aston Martin AMR. Okay, so he was there. Okay, that's the car that I need to. That's the car, but he was in WEC 1. Oh, that must be a two-car team. Righto, so there he is. Nicky's in there. So, is there a way to... Can I skip
Yes, event settings is how you can tailor the race weekend to desire.
Righto, okay. So we won't do qualifying and we won't do a race. Well, we might maybe we might do 30-minute race just for a thing. We'll do a 10-minute qualifying. We'll do 20 minutes of practice, or 30 minutes of practice. We might be on a little bit longer than I anticipated. I know what's going to happen.
It's fun, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was just about to say. This will be fun. Now, sorry, Brian. What were you saying about turn what up to 11? Brian said something. It was something to do with the. I think it was in the volume or in the audio settings or something. Yeah. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll start the race weekend. Here we go. Because I mean, realistically, all I'm doing with this is just setting up the force feedback, getting the force feedback feeling right.
Old tires.
Chris, on the way back from Melbourne yesterday, I had a 6-hour layover in Perth, or at least it was supposed to be 6 hours. We were supposed to take off at 10 to 5, and we didn't end up taking off till 7 o'clock. So I was there for 8 hours. I don't know what the story was or what the delay was, but they actually wheeled a new plane, or like they had a plane that they weren't using at the end of the day, but that they dragged out for us to get home. So I know that there was a flight delayed, but yeah, so it ended up being a really, really long day sitting at the airport. I did watch your league race, and it was so cool with the way that you guys started on pit straight there, starting like old school, back in the days when they ran to the car and jumped in, and yeah, that was awesome. Now, one thing I do remember is you didn't like the Coach Dave setup. I can't remember exactly what the story was with it, though. I'm not going to muck around with that, because... Oh, what happened? Oh, really? Oh, far out. Okay. So we continue... Okay, everything else, that's all still right. Start race weekend. Oh well, you learn this stuff as you're going. Come on. That's right, loosen the rear. Hang on, Brian. Yeah, you could. No, there's no pit request. No, there's no. You don't request a pit stop in iRacing. You go in, but what the black box allows you to do is preset everything before you enter the pit lane. Do you have a? Does your wheel have a funky switch on it? Car setup. We'll just stick with the LMU one for now. I won't muck around with. I don't think we're going to need 98 litres of fuel. Let's just set it at 50 litres for now. Start driving. Okay.
Well, at least with the GTE, you don't have to mess around with virtual energy.
Yeah.
You do in the GT3s, though.
Yeah. I wonder why... Why does this... Now, I think you had this issue, Chris. How did you stop the wheel from... How do you stop the wheel from turning on its own? Brian, I'm not going to be on. I'm not going to be on tomorrow. At least there's not going to be any streaming tomorrow because I've got my new monitors to set up. So I may get some streaming in on Thursday, but at this stage I'm sort of just locking that out. But I will be streaming. I will definitely be streaming Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'll talk more about that later on. So, if I manage to get on Thursday, Brian, I'll send you a message and let you know. But yeah, at this stage, I'm not. Yeah, Friday or Saturday or Friday. Now I set the keyboard to do my seat adjustments, but it's not working because I've got. Okay, so that's stuff. How? Hang on a minute. What do we got? Escape. Sorry, hang on, guys. Oh, you're racing Friday night. No dramas. All right. Well, I mean, I'll be on Friday morning anyway. So yeah. Okay. Escape. Settings.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Chris, how are you, mate?
I'm swell, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. I want to adjust the pitch. How do I do the camera adjustments?
Is your wheels doing funky things?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, open.
There is an option to map reset force feedback to a keyboard or button. That will reset the force feedback on it, and maybe that will help.
Okay. Reset force feedback.
Yeah. Look into controls and
Yeah.
then type in reset.
Reset. Reset force feedback. Reset to defaults. That is it. Calibration.
No, well, it's hard because okay. Oh, didn't do it. That's why don't you have any force feedback?
Yeah, I got nothing in there.
Yeah, you should. You should have a whole bunch of stuff in there.
Okay. Where's my other controls? Calibrate.
That's probably why your wheel's moving on its own.
Yeah. See, I had to. So go back to calibrate.
Yep.
You should the little drop down arrow. You should be able to play with those. So you click on set max left, turn your wheel all the way to the left, and then do the same for the put it back in the center, and then do the same for the right.
Set.
So center it first, then go left, then go right, or right and then left. So yeah, it should. That's what I had to do to set my wheel, and my throttle and my brake.
Okay. Well, I didn't. There was another one that I set the steering, throttle, and brake on. Primary controls. Power controls. Gameplay. Interaction. Right. There was another one I did before I even got to this, wasn't it, Russ? Was throttle,
Yeah.
steering, brake, and stuff.
I had like X minus, yeah, right there.
I had to set my steering wheel range to 1440. I don't know if you do, but I did with my Moser.
1440?
Yeah, I had to go into pit house and change to 1440. It's like, wow.
Really?
Because yeah, the wheel was turning crazy fast.
Oh, okay, so you had to slow it down in the software setting.
Yeah, because mine's always set to 900.
Which is the same as mine. Okay,
So yeah.
let's...
Wow.
So you have to go in your
540, that's crazy.
I know.
Oh, wow.
So you have to go in your software to do that. I don't think you can change it in menu.
Let's just go and have a...
Yeah, because you can deselect.
I've got no
wheel
force...
settings.
It feels like I've got no force feedback.
You probably don't if you don't have any adjustments in the force feedback column.
Hang on a minute. Let me just see. I'm sure I've got SimPro open.
It's detected your wheelbase.
Yeah. I mean, it's on.
And the funny thing about this is, I'm not sure if you saw my stream from last night playing Australian trucking, whatever it's called again, Truck World. As soon as I went into controls, it picked up my wheel straight away. It told me what wheel I've got. I was like, oh yeah, cool, it's up.
Yeah,
And
which
the
is
pedals.
the same as what this did. Now let's go into
I still had to go and calibrate things.
Settings. Controls.
Oh, man, that stream was all over the place last night.
Force
Do you have a
feedback.
different preset?
Calibrate. When I turn the wheel, it goes through the center, and then all of a sudden just goes poof. It goes like that. All of a sudden, there's nothing there. It's like there's no force feedback.
Why have you got no force feedback? That's weird.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing there.
Did you do what Walsh said? You try and just turn your wheel off and then on again? Like close the game, turn your wheel off, turn it back on, open the game again. Let's try random things.
Sorry, hang on. What? Exit the game.
You could... yeah, see, I don't know. That's weird.
I'll just try turn the wheel off.
Google. What wheel have you got?
Alpha
It's
Mini.
round.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alpha.
Cube.
No, Sim Magic. Alpha Mini.
Sim Magic. Alpha. Sim Magic. Alpha, there we go.
Alpha Mini.
Mini.
Turn that on. Turn my wheel on. Turn the wheelbase on, I should say. Devices, iRacing.
Invert. No, but you don't even have the option to invert it.
No.
I
Thought
think I had to do that.
I thought I updated.
Yeah, I had to invert mine too.
Yeah, in the game.
Yeah. Okay, force feedback's worse after the patch. Oh, that was March.
I'm gonna have to fire it up and see what my settings are. Just looking at the
Oh shit.
gameplay that you were doing a little bit, your graphics, you can turn them up a lot more than what they are now.
To avoid installation issues, we recommend closing all running games and launches before installing the update. Okay, let us get out of LMU for a second. Exit. Okay, how do I go to get out of this? How do you exit out of... Oh, here we go, quick. Exit to desktop. Okay. Well, I don't want to stop the stream or anything. Alright, so we'll install the app now. Install that now. We won't exit all of that.
Get in Discord.
Next, install.
I can't really find much on the interwebs.
Brian's saying to fix it, turn your wheel off.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave that up for now.
Always try and turn it off and then on again.
Okay, that's that. Okay, let's launch Steam again. Oh, hang on a minute, we don't need to do that. Yeah, oh, okay, just turned it off. Mons Ultimate, it says it's running. It's definitely not running. Shouldn't have been running. I exited out of it. Okay. Let's...
My apologies. I've got visible vehicle set at 27.
That's right. I can change that.
Yeah. But everything's either high, except player detail, that's ultra. The rest is high. And I know my graphics card's nowhere near yours, so
Yeah.
you can turn up a lot of stuff.
Settings. Gameplay. Graphics. I think it was in graphics, wasn't it? There we go.
Yeah.
I'll set mine to 50 for now. Because in iRacing you don't set it to... you set it quite low because it really smashes you for... Oh, hang on a minute. Go back. So we're going to go into settings. Controls, force feedback. There's nothing. Still nothing there.
What?
Primary controls. Power controls. Gameplay.
That's nuts.
There's interaction. I don't see interaction. Oh, I see interaction now. Find a keyboard or wheel button to reset force feedback. And that's what you're talking about before, Russ.
Yeah. Yeah, but since the game doesn't recognize any force feedback device,
Yeah. How do you reset?
it's not going to
something
give
that's
them
not
that.
there?
Yeah, it's not going to give them that option.
You could always try it, but yeah, I don't see the solution doing that. Oh, I can see what devices you've got right there.
Yeah. It's got detected devices. Victor pedals,
Yeah,
jump shifter,
yeah.
some magic. It's an Alpha Mini, but it's an Alpha Series wheelbase. So it's definitely detecting the devices, and we've got device. I can drive the car, but I've got no force feedback.
See if you can just set a button for that reset force feedback and interaction and see what happens. On your keyboard or something. I guess, if you haven't tried it already. It might
Yeah, it's
miraculously
under-
just appear.
Oh, here we go. Here, reset force feedback. Primary.
Yeah.
Press. Nothing happens. I've got to go to keyboard. Reset force feedback is on 1. So click 1. And what happens?
Not sure if you'll feel anything outside of driving.
Resets the force feedback system when needed. Okay. Okay, righto. So now we need to go to the game. Race weekend.
Nothing's easy, hey?
No, but that's what that's what this stream was mostly about, and letting everyone know that I won't be streaming for potentially a couple of days while I strip it all down, make some adjustments, and set everything back up again.
Gonna get your wet cloth out and give it a clean up, make it all
Yeah,
shiny and new.
I vacuum it regularly, especially around the pedals, because it must
Yeah,
be
they
just
get dusty and
dusty
hair.
and the shit from my bloody must peel off little bits of rubber off the bottom of my shoes. because it gets really
I don't
dirty, and
wear
I'm like,
shoes.
man, why is it so dirty? I don't freaking. These shoes are for only wearing inside and in the gaming room. I don't wear them anywhere else.
I just wear socks when I race.
Yeah.
Not just socks. Just woolen socks.
Well, they're like they just cover my foot.
Oh shit! Okay. I need to. I can see what's going on. There's no force feedback until I try and turn the wheel. It seems like all the force feedback is... what the hell is that? All the force feedback is in the center.
Is that under the
But that's some of the force
force
feedback.
feedback? Yeah, then you can't get to that.
That's what I was saying before. Like once you go to change it, you can't change it because you can't get to it.
Yeah, because mine's inverted.
Yeah, mine too. It's weird how they do it. Mine's a bit stronger. Yours is a bit stronger. You got 12.
No, I'm a 5.
You're a 5.
Yeah. If I run anything higher than that, I don't want to break the desk I got it mounted to.
Yeah, that's right. You need
Or
a
clamp
nice maple desk.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's nothing in
4x4
force
red gum.
feedback.
Legs. A maple and red gum mix.
Yeah.
I won't go anywhere.
And nothing works. Nothing works when I hit reset force feedback on the keyboard because, okay, I need to do that on the steering wheel. Reset force feedback, I'll click that one. Now let's go and see. Why am I getting no force feedback? Settings. I mean, what good setting to defaults if you don't have anything to frickin' set?
Default
Can't
mine
see
nil.
the defaults.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. Let me have a bit of a search.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT instead.
Uh-oh.
No FFB settings. In-game LMU with Sim Magic Alpha Mini Wheelbase.
This message will self-destruct. 5 seconds.
Enable force feedback option.
You don't have to calibrate games with your Wheels app, do you?
No. No, SimPro, no.
Okay.
Now it's saying to me, AI is whatever AI Google's using is saying it's likely due to a setting in the game or a conflict with another application. Try the enable force feedback option within LMU settings.
Well, you would if you could see it.
Yeah.
'Cause it would be listed right where you've got selected force feedback. Because
Right.
it's the first option, I think.
If that doesn't work, ensure no other settings, no
It
other
is.
software like SimPro Manager is interfering with the force feedback settings, or that the SimMagic software isn't overriding the game's settings. Well,
We'll close your software and see what happens, I guess.
yeah. Let's exit the game and restart it.
Yeah, because doesn't some wheel software have presets for games?
Yeah, it should. I know with some games, with our wheel Rust, you have to configure the game in Pithouse
Yeah.
before you can actually get it to work properly.
Okay, that's
It
just
just
right.
configures itself. It says
Yeah.
here, bind the controls and before LMU sometimes won't activate force feedback until you bind at least steering, throttle, brake, and clutch. But you've done that, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
All basic inputs. Yeah. We know your wheel's connected. ChatGPT is just repeating everything we've done, mate. It won't talk.
Yeah.
Basically,
That means we're as smart as AI. All right.
If
try a
using
new profile.
SimMagic's auto switch feature, ensure it is correctly configured to switch profiles when LMU is launched.
Check Steam controller settings.
Disable game input service. In some cases, the game input service can interfere with force feedback. You can temporarily disable. You can try temporarily disabling it to see if it resolves the issue. Where the fuck would I find game input service? Oh, that'd be in the INI file, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never searched for that particular command.
There's another one that says ensure no other racing or sim related software is running in the background as they might be interfering with the force feedback. Well, still no fucking test. Oh, well, I'm not gonna frickin'. Here we go, what's on Reddit? Okay, I've been trying to tinker with SimPro Manager, but whenever I make small changes to SimPro, I keep losing force feedback. Okay. Do you have the FFB reset button mapped in game? Because I used to have the same issue with that. This is all 4 months ago. Some of this is... Well, this is from 1 year ago.
Yeah, that's what I was finding. A lot of older stuff, nothing recent. That's why I went to ChatGPT.
Yeah, it sounds like your SimPro Manager isn't staying connected. You may need to uninstall and reinstall it. Isn't usually due to a game, but instead due to the app itself losing connection with the wheelbase. Well, that's not happening.
No, it's only LMU though. Well, we'll say it is, because last time you were on iRacing it was fine.
Yeah. It's only an LMU. Let's try another. Why are there no FFB? Why is there no FFB settings listed in
Doggy.
yeah,
Hey, puppy.
for my alpha
Just gonna mute myself for a couple of minutes.
always. Yep. Direct game in some cases in Windows can interfere with. Okay, so I've got to go into Windows. Come on, then, prick it then. Okay, settings. Settings. Bluetooth and devices. Okay, actually, a better way to do this would be game input service. No results for game input service. What the f?
What the heck?
Game input service. No results for game input service.
So is the internet trying to tell you you've got a problem that nobody else has?
No, other people have had it. Be cautious when adjusting individual force feedback settings in LMU, as they can introduce digital noise and cause notchiness. Well, as soon as I jumped in the car, I felt notchiness in the steering, which I've never ever had before.
Yeah, and you shouldn't feel it, because I don't, and the Moza wheelbase is nowhere near the quality of Sim Magic's,
Mm.
because Moza is basically an entry-level direct drive.
It's so good though.
Okay, so what I might do is I might turn SimHub off. Exit SimHub.
Oh, yeah, that could be a conflict,
Um,
potentially.
right. Turn SimHub off. Let's try restarting the game.
Sorry.
Exit to desktop.
SimHub's a bit glitchy at times.
Yeah, exit to desktop. Stop the game. Confirm.
I found that when I was running my Arduinos with it for my shift lights.
Yeah.
It's just a bit buggy.
You were
Actually,
running
there's an
what,
update.
Chris?
There's an update for. I don't know if it's for SimHub or if it's for Lovely Dash. I think it's for Lovely Dash because I see it at the bottom of my dash when I turned it on.
Arduino. Russ?
What is that?
It's a little microcontroller that you can program to do stuff. They've
Oh.
been around for a long time. They're like, they started, then the Raspberry Pis came out.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Yeah, electronic stuff, and
Nope,
you just do
nothing
projects.
there.
You can just hook up heaps of LEDs to it and tell it what to do with them, and you can do anything with them, really.
So to use them like as course flags and stuff?
As long as you've got the LED matrix to go with it, yeah, you can chuck everything on it. Especially through SimHub, it's got all those.
Chris, just quickly,
I'm not-
sorry to interrupt. Game input service, where the fuck do you find that? It says in Windows, but I've gone into Windows and I can't find it.
Printers and... Hang on. Let's just jump back on the PC. I was outside. Getting some fresh air.
Yeah, I went to Bluetooth and devices. You say printers and scanners.
Maybe.
Because when I did a search in the search bar, it said no, nothing available.
Yeah, because I just did the same thing. There is no game input.
Yeah, game input device.
Yeah, there's game configuration. Game power, game mode, captures.
Services.
It's
Those.
funny for Bluetooth and devices. My base, the icon for it is like a Nintendo 2-button gamepad, and all I can do is remove it.
Press Windows R.
So get out of this.
Oh, for run.
Yeah.
Windows R.
Yeah, the Windows key plus R.
Righto.
Yeah, Windows key and R. Sorry.
Game input service.
What are you gonna run, Chris?
Windows cannot find game input service. Make sure you typed in the name correctly. Well, I did.
I was in that run box. Type in services.msc.
Services dot
MS for Sam. C.
MSC. Okay.
You enter
Righto.
and look for game input service.
Radio.
But I don't know what to do with it.
It says, here it is. Turn it
Does it
off.
say it's running? You turn it off?
Windows 11. That's a year ago.
Game input
Enables
service.
keyboards, mice, gamepads, and other input devices to be used with the Game Input API.
Well, it says start. So
It's on
it appears
some
that it's-
manual.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, manually triggered. So when you turn on your wheelbase, that starts that service.
okay.
Or
Well,
when you plug in a game controller.
we can't stop it because it says.
What if you press start?
Yeah, I've just
And then-
let's minimize
And then
that
go to
for
the
a
game.
second.
Yeah. We'll nerd it out somehow.
Force feedback. Nothing. Let's exit out of here and start again. Do start again and see if it runs.
Oh,
Play.
it was running.
It's still running. It's still running. The game input API.
That's crazy that you're having problems.
Yeah.
So I wonder what happened.
Didn't you have the same issue though, Chris? Like,
No, my force feedback was maximum, way over the top,
nothing.
and nearly broke both my arms. It wasn't that bad, yeah.
Unexpected though, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Hit a curb and, yeah,
It's
I
like,
had to,
whoa.
yep. It's like, I think I need to turn that down.
Yep.
Let's see what happens. Takes about as long as iRacing takes to load too.
The June
Oh, it's
10th
a bit quicker.
update. Yeah, it's quicker, but the June 10th update got it a little bit sluggish.
Right.
Because it was quicker than this. But it's still quicker than iRacing. Especially when you get to 90% and sit there for, it seems like, a minute.
Well, iRacing loads a lot quicker with my new PC than it ever did with the old one. I would miss half of qualifying with the old PC. Yeah, there's notchiness there.
Yeah, it should. Well, doing practice laps in Spa. Chasing down the Mustang that I've used delivery from, Black and Gold 88.
Oh, there's someone on here.
Well, P3.
There's lots of force feedback at the centre, but when I turn left or right, the wheel just wants to spin in that direction.
It sounds like it needs to be inverted if you can ever get the settings to come up.
Because they were back to there again.
Yep. Got inverted, but you can't. It's like, how do you get to California? Well, you can't get there from here.
Wonder if it reset to defaults. There we go. Look at that.
To come back?
Yeah. All I had to do was click reset to defaults. Righto, let's get rid of that. Let's turn the freaking game input service off. We'll stop it.
Yeah, invert it.
Yeah, invert it. Yeah, do that.
Manually triggered.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Thank you for nothing there, chat GTP or whatever the fuck AI service that frickin'
It was a bit useless on that one.
Okay. There's no invert. There's nowhere to invert.
Yeah,
Where?
under force feedback spec, the second
setting.
one. You just turn that on.
Oh, and sorry. Okay. Yeah. Righto. Let's go back to the game.
Man, I hear all those V8s. Anyway.
Oh, here we go. It's notchy though.
You can adjust the smoothing. I think I run a 5.
Okay, I'm gonna. Everything's been reset. Controls. Steer left. Oh no, no, ignore that. We don't need that. Oh no, everything's Everything looks like it's still there. Calibrate. Force feedback. Okay, force feedback strength 50%. That doesn't feel too bad. Did you say you've got smoothing set to 5?
Yes.
What
I'll
about
double check
minimize?
right now.
What about minimum steering torque? You didn't do anything with that, did you, Chris? I'm
No,
going to
I
turn
don't know.
collision
Sorry.
strength down to 100%. Because I don't
Yeah,
think we want collision
yes.
strength at 150. What's
No,
this steering?
100.
What's steering torque sensitivity? I wonder what that is. And then there's
Let me look at mine.
use constant steering force effect. What does that do?
I've got that set on. The
Mine's
torque
on 70.
sensitivity is set. Oh, it just says
Oh.
don't go above 100 on DD wheels.
Yeah, and I've got collision strength on 70. But that's,
70?
I just went off Moses settings, yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay. I've got it at 80.
Values above 100% increase force feedback strength at lower levels without clipping. This is
I've got
typically for
my
low. Okay.
strength at 60. But
Collisions.
you've got a better wheel, so I'm not going to go higher than 60.
Adjust impact strength in collisions. I cannot believe that all we had to do was hit reset to default. Jesus.
Thought that was the button map.
Oh, far out. So force
The
feedback
button should have done
strength.
that for you.
I thought he clicked that, though.
No, I didn't.
I
Well, because I
You
was
ne-
thinking it'll reset everything, you know, and then I have to
so
go.
you
through-
never actually clicked it?
No, I never actually clicked it because I thought, oh, if I do that, I have to go back through and do all the buttons and shit.
Yeah,
Pull
because
the
your mouse went
trigger.
on it a couple of times. I thought you must have clicked it.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, that's
Pull
why I
the
never said
trigger.
anything, because it's like, yeah, don't say the obvious, Chris.
Right.
Okay. Here we go. Alright, headlights. Confirm. Wipers.
You need to be able to flash.
Oh, hang on, that
Flash
wasn't
to pass.
headlights.
Punt to pass.
That one.
Or
So
push
you
back.
reckon we need a headlight pulse? Nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna put that in. Wipers.
I wouldn't worry about it with AI unless you're going online.
I do. I put headlights and pulse mapped.
Me too, but
I'm just.
Yeah, because I'm a beehole when I drive AI anyway.
I'll put it that one. Traction control increase. Decrease. Okay, so those. I don't know what B35 is. Let's turn that off. Let's forward bias back. Okay, so they're all good. It turned off pit speed limiter. I don't know why the heck that did it. Okay,
don't need that.
now how come why am I frickin' on the bonnet now?
You changed your camera.
Yeah, who changed the camera? Graphics.
I did it, sorry.
No. Dang it, Chris.
Sorry,
Camera.
I snuck in and I switched route on you.
I wasn't paying attention.
Nice. 421 watch hours for the month. That's good. For me.
Tracking change blend. What the heck? Camera selection.
Well, you had default driving in cockpit.
Where did you see that?
I'm looking because you passed over it and I can't remember where it was.
Oh, okay.
It's in primary, I think.
Oh, it's in the graphics tab.
Okay. Visible vehicles. Default view. Cockpit. TV. What the hell is TV cockpit? No, swimwear. Okay, cockpit. That should be right. And why the hell... No. There must be something. Is there something somewhere else overriding it?
Okay, so you've...
TV cockpit. What's that? And that volume's freaking too loud too.
So I guess there's a map, a button to map camera views, I guess.
Yeah. Camera views. Driving cameras. That must be it there, eh? Car controls. What have I got? Driving cameras. Let's just try that. Okay.
Yeah, driving camera says switches between different in-car camera views.
There we go. There we go. Okay. Righto. So we're back in there. Where's my
Back in the
mouse?
cockpit.
Yeah.
Wait.
Come on. Righto. I need this.
Remind me not to be a course worker when you're on the track there, Chris.
Nah, it's okay.
Sound.
I'd look after you.
inboard.
I was a
Okay.
track marshal once. For a little while.
Let's see if turning that down to there. Because that's too loud even for me. Oh, that's better. Oh, and I've got no force feedback again. Oh, I remember it saying if you make in-car adjustments, be careful because it can mess with the force feedback.
That's why you map the reset force feedback button.
Yeah, but I can't remember what I mapped it to.
Numpad 1. I think.
Yeah. Unless you put a wheel command on it.
It's an interaction. I think.
Yeah. She's in 30, 70. You know the Lexus doesn't have a rear view.
Old school, is it?
What'd you say?
That's
right.
Interactions.
Head check.
Interactions. Reset. Reset FFB. I'll use that as a... let's see.
Yeah, force feedback reset.
Nope.
I think
I've got
you had a couple of too many beers there.
I've got no force feedback. What good is having force feedback reset when it does nothing?
Try going back to force feedback and press default.
Hang on, I can't hear you. Hang on. What
Chris said to go back into the menu and press the reset.
Reset to default.
Yeah. Under force feedback.
Yeah, I tried that, and it didn't work. Where the fuck's my mouse? Oh, there it is.
Imagine when you got your 4 monitors set up. An extra screen to lose your mouse on.
Are your triples working with this, Brent?
Yeah. Yep, all good.
Good.
I can hear.
Good, because the game had issues with triples in its early days. So I'm glad that they've got that hammered out.
Righto. Just turned your volume up to 150%, Chris.
Okay, is that loud enough now?
I don't know.
Check 2, 1, 2.
Well, you got everybody on the track, right? That map is full.
Yeah, it's pretty chocolate. Yeah, so I need to go. Seriously. Settings, controls, force feedback. But see the reset to defaults. Okay. Let's try it without inverted force feedback. Turn collision strength down. Why is collision strength set to 150% default? That doesn't make any sense to me. Nah, fine.
Russ?
Chris,
Yes?
you called?
I was going to say, Russ and I use half that.
Oh,
I need to invert. Right, okay,
yeah, I think
let's
so,
set
right?
it to defaults. We need to invert force feedback.
No, I've run 80%.
Yeah, I was on 7.
Well, there's no. I've got no hands on the steering wheel, and it's just driving straight.
Do you have force feedback?
I've got force feedback. It feels weird though.
Tires are cold.
It's notchy it feels really notchy.
Yeah, it should.
So I have my damping or whatever it is down to 0.
In pit house or in the game?
Okay.
Oh, the force feedback smoothing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got mine set at 5.
That might
Which I
turn
think
up
is
there.
halfway. Yeah, it goes from
What
9
the hell?
to 0.
The field of view looks all screwed up though.
Yeah, you're pretty far back in the seat there, so.
But my side mirror on the right hand side's all stretched. As soon as I hit the brakes, it wants to... As soon as I hit the brakes, the car wants to pitch. Return to garage.
Too much front bias.
Settings. Graphics. Visuals.
There is a... Oh, man, you got wiped out.
Yeah.
Dang, hypercar drivers. No respect.
Visible
Same no matter where you go.
Yeah, I know. iRacing, LMU, they're a
Yeah,
hazard.
that's it. I turned visible cars down to 25. Vertical field of view is default 10. I don't know what that is. So yeah, so
There's a... I'm sorry. There's an old R Factor 2 command to bring up field of view for triples,
yeah,
I think. Might still be in the game. That brings up this little box that looks like a DOS box that you can adjust the triples
oh yep,
with.
yep.
Isn't it weird how like R Factor wasn't that popular that I know of, and then they update it and call it Le Mans Ultimate, and then bam, it's popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what was that
Although
command box that you were talking about?
I don't think it's listed in the game. It's because it's an R Factor 2 command.
Ah, righto. And there, my cameras.
It's a keyboard command.
Why is my freaking camera setting changed again? This shit's weird.
Whoa, you're back on the bonnet. Yeah. What did you do to change your camera?
I didn't. I did nothing. I just I exited out and jumped back in, and it's changed.
See where it says default view, what are your options on that default view there in the middle?
Swingman, nose, cockpit, and TV cockpit.
Just go cockpit and see if that changes it.
Yeah, that's
No.
well, that's what he had it, right?
That's what I had it at, and
'Cause
it.
TV cockpit
Yeah.
sounds like it's a different.
Yeah, I think that's off to the side,
Yes. No,
like you're riding shotgun.
no,
Yep.
that's not it. Nose, cockpit. That's weird. There was another. There was a control setting, car controls, camera, driving cameras. Keyboard doesn't work unless you've selected it.
In controls. Graphics, wasn't it?
Shit.
No, it was there, yeah.
Camera.
Camera.
Can't remember. Okay. Well, that's.
Okay, when you get back in the car,
Yep.
I think I found the keyboard command for your
Righto. Yep.
FOV.
When you're ready.
Okay, try Control Shift plus. Or I'm sorry, Control Shift equals.
Control Shift equals.
Same button.
Anything?
Nothing.
Okay. Try Control equals.
Control equals. Nope.
Oh, don't tell me they took that out.
I mean, there's a tiny little bit of bezel correction that's needed on the left-hand side, but that's only, like, it's weird because the mirror is even, but the side of the door's not even. It's slightly higher on the left monitor than it is on the center monitor. It's spanned across the center monitor, but the field of view's wrong because the right hand mirror doesn't look right.
You can change your field of view. You've got to go settings, graphics, down to
Oh, dang.
visuals.
Well, it doesn't come up for me, but I only got a single monitor, so. But I've
Down.
seen other streamers bring that little box up
Righto.
and
Right.
adjust the triples. Because basically, with that adjustment, you're telling the game the angle of your side monitors compared to the center one.
Yeah, which you can do in which there's a command for in AC, and you
Vertical FOV. Sorry.
vertical FOV. What's
Try, I don't know, 44.
well, hang on a minute. Well, maybe if we try
There, just-
54.
Yeah, whatever. So you just, yeah,
There we
play with that.
Okay. I don't think it's made. Oh, okay. It's drawn the. Okay. It's drawn it's drawn the side mirrors in a little bit. It's drawn everything in a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Now.
So that's bringing you closer.
Yeah, but it's right because I'm looking at. I'll bring it in a bit more. Let's bring it into 65 because I'm looking at the. Righto. Okay, so it hasn't so much changed the way the mirror looks. It's put me further back in the seat.
Further back in the
Yeah, hang on. No, it's. Let me have a look here. Bringing it forward. It still doesn't. Okay, now I've got camera adjust. Now I've got adjustment up and down. Oh, what's going on there?
So,
No, it's
okay, there's
resetting
more.
it. It's resetting the.
Okay, you can go to camera and do it as well. You got your seat forward, seat back, seat up, down, field of view, pitch, increase and decrease.
Okay, let's go. Right, so let's do field of view back. Vertical field of view, I mean. Let's go back to 50.
So what you can do in camera there, you can set buttons on the keyboard to change your field of view.
Camera.
Your seat.
Oh, that looks a little better.
Yeah, I've got controls for, but it's the increasing field of view pitch and decreasing field of view pitch that I haven't got.
Good. Go down to visuals, yeah, or seat, yeah. So I'm probably way behind where you're at the moment. But yeah, you can set your buttons like, I know your brackets and
Yeah.
your comma and semicolon, that for increase and decrease, and you can just fiddle with that while you're in the cockpit and get your
Brackets
everything right.
for increase. Decrease. Toggle cursor. Where is my cursor? Oh fuck! Now I've lost the cursor. Hang on. I've lost the cursor. Unbelievable. There we go. Cancel. Okay. So let's try something else. We'll go number 9. It would be better if increasing and decreasing was on the arrows. I mean, that's adjust seat up and down. But I could put seat up and D. Seat up, seat down, increase I and D. Driving cameras. Oh, okay, insert. Insert. What the fuck is that?
Insert was your reset force feedback button, I think. Was.
Yeah, you want to keep that one.
Oh no, it's driving cameras now. Oh, it was driving cameras.
Enter. I'll use enter as fucking driving camera. Onboard cameras. Home button.
You know, that's weird that the game changes the default camera view on you.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
no
because
sense.
I don't think I've ever had it do that to me.
So I don't.
At least that I can remember.
Car controls. Headlight pulse. What am I going to use for headlight pulse? That's why does it? I don't understand why it keeps messing with control with I don't understand why it keeps messing with this stuff. I don't want those set or whatever buttons they are. Righto, let's go back here. Seat adjustment. Now. Now I set that stuff on the camera, on the keyboard. Righto. Graphics, controls, camera, keyboard. I set. Oh, okay. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Yes, I am. Increasing.
Sorry, I was
Okay.
racing a spa and I
Decrease. Field of view. Maybe that's just the way that the mirror looks. Maybe that's just the
In the
way
Aston?
that the mirror looks on the triples. Maybe that's just the way that it looks. Because this is like increasing and decreasing the field of view seems to do the same thing as adjusting the seat forward and backwards. That's all I can see it doing. Okay. So 54 centimeters is how far away I am from. Okay.
The field of view is just more for your peripherals. So you got the right view out the side of your eyes.
Yeah.
Well, we got like 200 degrees or something like that. That side is. Something like that.
It just looks weird. Like it doesn't look right.
Yeah, I haven't played with it. I've got 3 screens, but I don't utilise them. Because I can't.
Because why?
The left-hand side of it needs... The right-hand side, I'm looking at it, it looks like it needs to swing out more. They don't really have a triple monitor. They don't have anything for triple monitors, eh? There's no... In graphics, there's no... Like, this says visuals, and it gives you vertical field of view, but 54 centimeters is how far away from my screen that I am. But there's actually no adjustment. I was wrong, Russ. There's no adjustment for triples. There's no triples adjustment.
Okay. See, and that's why that rFactor2 command should have worked, because I've seen other streamers pull that box up and set it.
Yeah. Yep, there's nothing. It's not doing anything. I wonder if Dave Cameron did a video. I remember seeing it while I was away. On site. So I can turn SimHub on now.
If you want to play with the DX11 INI file, you could change all the parameters.
Yeah.
LMU has that file? Oh, I think they do, right?
Should do.
It's config_DX11.
I'm just trying to find... No, here we go. Right. So I need to go into this...
More problematic than it is to iRacing.
Steam apps, common, Le Mans Ultimate. Where's the DX11 file? Can't see it. The DX complier DXIL.
Somebody just copied their rFactor2 file across to LMU and it worked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that seems kind of suspicious.
Doesn't it? That's what I mean, like, oh, let's just rebrand it and update it and call it, you know. Well, it's popular.
Yeah. Well, it uses a base rFactor2, but I think there's been so much modded going on that it's not
itself anymore.
Yeah, it's
just
kind of a Frankenstein.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
I don't see a DX11.
Well, I'll tell you.
11. I see a DXIL.DLL, unless that's 11.
Yeah, it's 11, yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. Should be 1-1 though.
Oh man, I forgot what flat spots felt like.
In game, press Alt and comma.
Which does. What does that do, Chris?
To configure 3 screens on board. Is all they said.
What did you say it was?
Alt
Alt,
and
comma?
comma.
Nah, that turns the steering.
Okay.
Turns the steering wheel to the left, and if I press the full stop button, it turns the steering to the right.
Apparently there's a multi-view button and it's grayed out. I don't know. I'm not
Well,
too
Brett,
sure.
I'll give you a warning that the developers didn't put the new GT3 tire model on the GTEs.
No.
Yeah, because the outlap for the GTE is a lot more stable than the new GTEs.
Than the GT3s.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Well,
Thank you.
they wouldn't, would they? Because it makes they're not going to be used, so they won't spend any time or money on the GTEs anymore. That's what'll happen. What's exaggerated yaw? Oh, okay. That's
Oh, is that for view?
yeah, it's in visuals. Help. Righto, that's got nothing. That's all. All right, let's just let's have a bit of a play.
Well, once you get force feedback, just kind of do a little test, lock up the brakes, and then start driving to see if you can feel the flat spot in your wheel.
Right.
Because basically, right now I'm driving Mickey Tim's Aston at Spa,
Yeah.
and I must have locked up the fronts very badly. Because on the straightaway, it feels like a paint shaker. Not P4 in practice though.
Graphics are good though. Graphics look pretty good.
Yeah.
They'll look better
Yeah,
on my
you
new
could probably
monitors.
turn 'em up. Yeah, you could probably turn them up too. Because either the stream is pixelating a lot of edges, or you don't have some of the car details turned up.
Yeah, I mean the edges are pixelated and shimmering, but I don't know how to sort that out.
Oh, this is nuts. I gotta pit.
Oh, that's going to be an off track.
Now this game handles off tracks a lot differently than iRacing.
Oh, we're on a soft tyre. Oh, no. Force feedback's playing up again.
Better downgrade your wheel, mate.
Hey?
Have to downgrade your motor, buddy.
Come slum with us.
Yeah.
Us
Come
pull
to the
folk.
dark side.
Yep.
I've got force feedback there. It doesn't appear to be working with SimHub though. Oh,
Yeah, SimHub's a bit weak again.
you know, force feedback's a bit weird again. Yeah, the field of view's way out because I'm hitting the brakes where I would normally hit the brakes, and it's stopping way earlier. Turn.
cuts out all the time. To be honest. Just playing it easy. Oops.
Well, you didn't have to admit
It's
it.
okay.
We could have carried on not knowing. And
Ah,
just,
well, I was
yeah.
kind of just talking to myself. Just thinking
Oh.
out loud again.
Yeah, I'm guilty of
Ah,
that a lot.
controls, force feedback.
It's okay, I just wanted to switch accounts, not log out.
Reset to defaults. But I've got to have that force feedback inverted. Now see, as soon as I hit fucking reset to defaults, my pit limiter frickin' disappears again. It sets the pit limiter to B3, which is frickin' wrong.
I think that's what it was set up when you first started. It's almost like a default setup.
Nah. Oh, you. Righto. Let's frickin' return to garage, start again. Pit limiter on. I might have to select the game in SimHub. Actually, let's go back to the garage again. Return
That
to
guy just ran
garage.
into you. No respect.
Yeah, no respect whatsoever. Unbelievable.
Do you think this is iRacing?
I know.
Le Mans Ultimate.
But at least in LMU, you can see the headlights pulse when you flash them,
Righto.
even in the daytime.
I
If
just
you're
have
close
to,
enough behind another car.
I just had to configure the SimHub with Le Mans Ultimate with SimHub, so now it should work. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Nope, it's not working. Oh, hang on a minute. That might be Lovely Dash. That might be the issue. Force feedback feels alright.
Still notching.
No, it's not notchy. No, I don't think it's notchy. I think it's the what I'm feeling is the imperfections in the road surface.
Quick double check. Man, 3 wide behind you.
Oh, come on! He just ran straight into the back of me. Roam on, you frickin' useless, mate. Wow. I need to frickin' brake earlier. That's weird.
Oh man, you got an orange back bumper. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the LMP ran into me.
Have you locked up a tire again?
I don't think that's gonna matter because I've got damage on the front now. Ah, the engine's died. There's no engine. I've got a red engine light on. Quit the main menu. Exit.
Oh, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, your check engine light's on.
Yeah. We won't worry about the we won't worry about oh, I don't have. Do I have any GT3s?
Yeah, you should at least have the Mustang and the McLaren.
I've clicked on. Oh, coming soon. Righto. Mustang.
Mustang's free and DLC.
Yeah, McLaren's free too.
Oh, it says coming soon.
Go to Steam, go to DLC, and grab it there. It's just free DLC.
Wow, it didn't download it automatically for you? Well, I guess
No,
because it's
not for me either.
it's-
I had to go and grab it.
okay.
So search Le Mans. Oh no, hang on. It should be here.
That's a really bad picture.
Major update.
Yeah, the poor '88 Mustang this year lost a left rear tire and crashed at Tetra Rouge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, within like first couple of hours, it was still daylight. Man, no podium for them.
So I have to go to the store, eh? Browsy. LMU. Nope, that didn't do it. I'm gonna have to type in the whole frickin' thing. Mons Ultimate. Pack 3. So where's the Mustang download? Where can I download the Mustang from, Chris?
You go, where's it? Steam. I don't.
Yes,
see it
scroll
Steam.
down to it shows the
Sorry.
DLCs. Yeah, content for this game. See all.
Content for this game. See all. Oh, okay. Yep. Righto. Got it. I'll be back in a second. Hang on. Hang on.
I wasn't paying attention. I was setting up a stream. I'm gonna play some of the Gold River project. Try it out.
Nice.
Demo, yeah.
I'm gonna have to head off to bed. It's 3 in the morning for me.
Yeah, I can't wait for bedtime.
I'll tell you how it is tomorrow.
It's okay, I won't be far away. It's already 8 o'clock. Oh man. By the time I get this set up, it's going to be bedtime. I don't think I'll be streaming tonight.
Okay. Well, have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna check on out.
Okay, have a good sleep, Russ. I'll talk to you again
Thank you,
soon.
sir. Yeah. Tell Brett. Good luck with the rest of setup.
I will. I will.
All right. Ciao.
All right, catch you, bud. Yeah. Trying to get this done.
Hello, who's left?
Who's left? Just me and
Can't
Brett.
hear.
It's just me and Brett.
I've got your volume right up. I can't hear.
Yeah, I can't turn myself up anymore. Sorry. I don't know.
Yeah. Alright. I just had to deal with bloody Moser. That's a bloody great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's alright. No. I had a broken pogo pins on the back of my steering wheel. You hear the bloke who's got Moser stuff as well?
Yeah, I do.
So had to go onto this Chinese website, and I'll turn this down because I'm hearing myself in the stream right up. Where
Oh.
are we?
You're talking about that in which server was Discord? I think it was Gibbos
so
or
my
someone's.
CS wheel, the pogo pins it's broken on one of them. The wheel still works, but so I sent an email off to them and all this, and then they said go to this website and do this and do that. They were very quick about it. It's done in 3 days, but
Yep. Just a bit of a mess around her.
what the hell's happening here? I can hear myself in the... Oh, sorry. I'll turn that off. Down, sorry.
Hey, Brian.
That's better. I can't hear myself. Hello, Brett. You back?
I'm back. Yeah.
Wrong thing. Where am I
Let
going
me
to?
see.
Russ had to take off, mate.
iRacing.
Bedtime.
Righto. Yep.
Test drive. I'm going to test drive
Okay, so now I need to go back and download the
what's a free track? Oh, Winton's free.
download
Winton.
the McLaren. Where is it? See all free. I don't know why it freaking does that. Right, download. When I click download, nothing happens.
It should
Come on.
just install. It wouldn't be very long download. It'd be quick.
No.
25. 41, 57,
Completed today oh, okay, that must be the...
Probably have to
Okay.
close the game and open it again.
Season 24. No, I stuffed it up. I should have gone there. Okay, so they're in there now because it's got continue up. Okay. Let's go grab the Mustang.
That's weird, Brett. You're speaking and I can't hear you.
I don't know.
I can hear him.
What the?
Start race weekend. Righto, let's have a look in here and see what happens. Gonna give this a few more minutes and then then I've got to jump off.
That might be better. Can you hear me better now?
I can hear you. No problems. I can hear you.
Oh, all right. Because I had my output device to, I don't know, the monitor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Discord's been doing that itself. It did it to me the other day.
Oh, now I can hear you perfectly too. I couldn't. It was picking up whatever.
So there's a
Yeah.
bug with bit of a
Discord,
bug with
yeah.
Discord, eh?
Yeah, so I had to order that part from Moser, and they say go to this website, and the first thing it does is come up all in Chinese. And I'm thinking, okay. And then after about a minute, it changed to something, but oh well. You're working out LMU, are you?
Trying to.
Because I don't know about LMU because I've just got back into iRacing, for God's sake. But I heard a video that next month on the 22nd of July, they're going to release LMU as not like early access. It's like a full game.
Yeah, they're gonna release it in the full game version.
But I don't know. Does that mean you get all the content and you pay like more than what the $55 is, or?
Oh yeah, you'll definitely
No, that one.
pay more. Because for me to buy all the DLC now is $75 on top of the $55 I've already paid.
Yeah. But I'm wondering if they're going to keep the same model where you just have the base game like this, or whether they're going to bundle it all into the game and charge $100
No, once you've bought it, a game when it's early access, you don't pay anything else unless you want DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't charge you extra when the price goes up. It's just you got it at that price and you're lucky.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're going to talk about. I'm wondering whether they're going to, when they go to full access, whether it's going to be the same as DLC, or whether it's going to be a whole bunch. I suppose you could buy the game and the season pass and get all the DLC. I suppose it's not that way.
Probably works out cheaper. I'm not sure. I don't buy season passes. You bought a season pass?
So you've got a Moser base.
Yep.
Have you, within the latest iRacing, have you heard of problems with the latest?
Yeah, no, this field of views.
Go back or roll back to firmware, one thing, or turn the LFP on, whatever the slang was. Because the first time I fired it up, I thought my wheel was broken.
Yep.
No, it's not.
When I got mine, I did an update and it wouldn't recognise the wheel or anything.
Yeah.
So I reinstalled it and haven't done an update since. So I'm not too sure I haven't done any updates because it cooked it out a little bit. So yeah.
Oh, right.
I haven't done any NVIDIA updates and I haven't done any Windows updates because they're all cooked at the moment.
I am turning the steering wheel off
Yeah, that's what I do in all games.
because I don't know if you guys were watching just then, but when I turned the steering, the steering wheel and the arms and hands literally filled the entire monitor. Filled the entire screen.
I just turn it off on everything.
Yeah.
Now, you can quickly tell me, You both do iRacing. Can you?
Hang on, Brian. Hang on. I can't hear you. I can't hear you over the bloody. I can't hear you over the sound of the engine.
Oh, that one.
Righto. Try that. Righto.
Can you set up
Yeah. There you
one custom controls? Like, can you set up a custom control and you just choose that for every car you use, or do you have to assign different buttons for each car you use?
go. No, if you use custom controls, it's only for that car. You have to
Alright.
set up custom. I don't use custom controls. Just leave
Alright, so
custom
you-
controls altogether, and then everything that you set up will work for all of the cars. Unless
So untick.
untick custom controls, and then whatever wheel you're using, that will
Yeah.
set the control for. You'll use the same controls for every car if they've got them.
Alright. Okay. Because I did a race the other night and I didn't have all the controls set up, and then I had to do a pit, and I didn't have that set up, and so I ended up losing. I didn't lose any safety rating. I lost I rating, but
Yeah.
So does this game have a what do you call it? A request to pit button or not?
LMU or
No.
no,
iRacing.
no. You set you yeah. That's what your black box is for. You
Okay.
set your own. You tell the black box what you want to change and what you don't want to change,
And then just go and
and then you go in and pit, and it'll do it all automatically. You can.
right.
I mean, you've got crew chief, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do it through voice commands with crew chief. You can tell them how many litres to put in and whether you want to change tyres or not. But crew chief is so problematic that I've never bothered to use it.
I've got to work out though, because I'm in the pits now, and my fuel and whatever has come up. What is it? Fuel, but it hasn't got tyres. So that'd be on a different page, I take it.
Yeah. You scroll across, and the next one will be tyres.
So you've got to set that. So you've got to set up your funky switches to do that.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I've done.
I have to find out in funk what it's called then. Option.
I gotta jump off.
Yeah. All right. Catch ya.
Righto,
See you
mate.
next time.
Yep.
Yep. So.
Alright. See you guys.
So control. So I have to find out what that is. Oh, next black box, previous black box. I take it. Okay. Next black box. So how are you finding LMU?
Literally, this is like the 4th lap I've done. I'm having a little bit of an interesting time with how the force feedback feels.
Yeah. Because you were saying that you couldn't get it to show up in the game or something.
Yeah, I had
Correct?
to hit reset to default for whatever reason, and that brought it
Yeah.
up. So
Alright. Now the last thing I need is options, control.
is cool.
Alright, so I've got my pit box to go left and right, so, you know, each one.
Yeah.
What's the thing that makes your toggle switch go up and down? You know what that's called?
That's it'll be previous.
No, there's
There's next. No, next is left. Next box is left and right.
yeah.
Hang on, Brian. I'll have to get out of this and
No,
have.
don't worry.
No,
Is it select
you're
next?
in there now. Just hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll get
Yeah,
out of
alright.
here, and I'll come in there because we need to exit the desktop.
So what type of monitor did you get? Just another 27?
Yeah, just 27s. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so we're out of there. Installed that. One's ultimate. Yeah, okay, get out of there. Sorry, Cooper, I haven't been able to keep up with chat because every time, once I get my 4th monitor set up tomorrow, then I'll be able to have it where I can easily access things. I won't have to hit the bloody Windows button all the time to get it to. Fucking hell. Let me just do required for now because of this frickin' update. So I'll just do required for now, and that'll get me into the game. And then I'll have to jump off.
Yeah, you go when you have to go on.
I'll get you sorted out with your black boxes.
Just the black
and
box,
stuff.
because they don't really use that on the ovals anyway. So
No, probably not.
you
Well,
just
I mean, your crew chief isn't going to automatically do stuff. You've got to tell your crew
I know.
what you want them to do. So, I mean, on your oval races,
Yeah.
you're talk because you're only going to do dirt, aren't you? You're not going to do road
Yeah.
racing in this.
Oh, not at this moment. I will when I get my license up.
Yeah, yeah, but don't forget
'Cause-
dirt, oval, and sports car racing are different.
I know that. I've got to try and work one out first before I get into the other, because
Okay.
but I'm lucky. I'm getting 165 frames flat.
Yeah.
And that's what my monitor is. So, but I'm not going to do much this week because I've got Dev Series at Darwin this week.
Oh my god, what's that?
I had to reinstall AMS because I put some mod in there which completely cuckooed the game up. It gave me a NASCAR crew pit.
Yeah.
So when you went into the pit, there just wasn't your pit there. There was like 30 pit crew there, and so you couldn't find where your box was.
Righto.
And so I tried to reverse it, and then it came up with a G motor error. So
Yeah. Sorry, hang on. For me to even get into a session, I've got to update some tracks and cars.
yeah, and it did that for me. It did it twice now.
Yeah. The problem is you can't just open a session because you need because like it doesn't. There's no option to change graphics or controls or anything unless you're in a session. So I just have to get into a practice one so that I don't end up freaking losing bloody losing shit.
Like I did a one dirt oval race the other day in some mini sprint or something, And I was doing. I had to start at the back because I couldn't work out where the pit or pit exit was. I can't remember, or I sped in pit lane. I can't remember, one of the two. So I got a black flag. So I started at the back, and I was just trying to keep out of trouble. And I got right up to like, halfway through the field, and then you get the obligatory spun, and so I'm just sitting there. Then I requested a tow back to pit, and then I didn't realise that once you're in there, you've got to click the fast repair. So I'm sitting there in the pit lane, and they just keep going round and round. I'm losing 5, 6, 7 laps, and then I finally realised you have to click quick repair, and then I got out, and there was 1 lap to go.
Really? And in sports car racing, if you've got a fast repair, it
Yeah.
repairs you automatically.
I don't know whether I didn't have it ticked or something.
Yeah,
I
probably
don't know
didn't. You probably didn't have it ticked.
Yeah,
that'll
I
be
didn't,
what
and-
that'll be what it is. Okay, so in options, go to options controls.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Yep. So black box.
So,
Is-
black box.
So you've got your
Next
next
and
black box is your right, your previous black box left. Then you've got select next control. Okay. Select next control. So you go. Mine is down. For the next one, it goes down because obviously it automatically starts at the top.
Yeah,
Select
and then
previous.
next one goes
Select previous control.
Yep.
So flick your funky switch up.
up. Yep. And then what's the button you press to say OK?
Okay, so increment control. So increment selected control. That just turn your funky switch to the right.
So that's going to be the same as next and previous black box,
No.
is it? Or do I
No.
you have to do it?
No. Twist the funky switch like you're turning a the volume control on your stereo.
I haven't got a twist. I haven't got a twist funky switch. I've got 2 funky switches. I've only got left, right, up, down, and a push in.
Oh, okay. All right. So which funky switch have you used for your whichever funky switch you've used? Use the opposite one and go and flick it to the right.
Yep.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Yep. And then go.
And then
Yep.
go for decrement. Flick it to the left.
Yep.
Okay.
And then toggle select control.
Toggle
you press
select
in.
control. You just press it in.
All right. Thanks for that. That's all I need. That's all I needed.
So for your tyres, it'll be your toggle selected control, be your push it in one. So we'll click done. Let me jump into a session. Okay.
Yeah.
So my black box is there. Hang on. Let me just. I gotta go Control K. Control K.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Control K.
Yeah. I got it. Now you go down. Go down.
Alt K. There we go. Alt K.
Later.
Okay. So if you have a look on the screen.
Yeah.
Alt
Later.
K. So
I've got
my right hand funky switch. Oh no, I've changed it to the left. Okay, so I've set it to the left because mine turn. So
yeah, I know.
to the right does that, and then up and down is up and down, and then I can say select begin fueling.
Yep. Yeah. You know the stupid thing with mine is, I've got to use one side to go to next page and whatever.
Yeah.
And then I've got to use the other one to go left, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas in AMS, it's just up and down one page, or you press a button and it takes you to the next page. But like the in AMS, it's just fuel, tyres, everything one under each other, so you can just keep going down, and then change it. So, it's going to
What
be a
the
bit
hell
of.
is it
I wish I
doing?
had a funky
Okay,
switch.
punch it.
Where? Well, I was at Oran Park, is it?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it looks like it. Frame. Yeah. So thanks for that. I've worked it out. It's
Showing us
just
the black
it's a
flag.
lot of.
Recorded speeding on
So
pit road.
that one
They're gonna
takes
hold
me
you
up,
for a while.
down, left. Oh, that takes you to the next one. I'll play around with it and find out which one suits me the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Practice.
because the problem with my funky switches also is sometimes you might press up, but like in a 45-degree angle, and it goes sideways.
Yeah,
is-
yeah. Okay, so
which
I want
is,
to do Alt K and get that off my screen because I don't
So
have
if I
that
go
one
that-
on there.
Wait up. So if I go,
Don't have that one.
so if I go that.
Okay, so there we go. Now that's better.
Oh, I know. I'm better to do. I know what I'm better to do. Have them on the. So those other blokes you're talking to,
Yeah, Chris and
what-
Russ.
where are they from?
Well, Chris is in Queensland, and
Yeah.
Russ is in Canada.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Controls. Okay. So if I go, if I change that, then the next one was to depth. If I change that to that one, and that one to that one, then where's the other one I had depth? It's just, you know this, like going to LMU now, you go from a different game to that, and it's all completely different setting it up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, one second.
Need to turn my force feedback strength up.
Try, down, yeah. Okay. So if I go, how do I not? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've worked it out now. Thanks. I've just
Okay, this is interesting. I
What?
shouldn't say too much. I'll probably jinx the whole thing, but it's not. I'm not. It hasn't frozen up on me.
Oh, you in a session, are you? Or you
Yeah,
just
I'm in a.
practice?
I'm in a. I'm in a practice session.
16.387.
I'm just in a normal old practice session.
But you know when you're in a practice session, and
Yeah.
touch wood, you're having problems.
Yeah.
Does it still stay your frame rates are all right?
Yeah. Yeah. It never affects the frame rates.
Okay, I'll work this out now.
Car stop on the right.
But this thing's
Go left.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've worked it out now. It's just going to take a bit of mucking around because I'm going to have to use two funky switches for what I normally only use one in other
Shit.
games. So,
Oh, come on.
fast repair. Oh, what happened? I suppose if it says fast repair 0 remaining, you can't tick it.
No.
8.7.
No.
I've just worked that out. I'm thinking, I've just done what you've told me to do, and it's...
Oh, I may have spoken too soon.
Are you in the BMW CS2?
Yep.
Obviously that has
Come on.
shift protection. It looks like it,
Yep.
but it doesn't have ABS or traction control, or not.
It has traction control, but no ABS.
Alright, so I'll have to set my traction control up. Alright,
Yep.
because I don't know what I've got on at the moment, but it sounds like nothing.
You've got a dial for ABS and traction
Yeah,
for brake bias and traction control.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, you
I
just
have to go with
you
it.
just have to set it up.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to do it all before I actually went into a,
2, 5.
um,
Flat for you.
what do you call it, a race session and do it on the fly and bugger everyone else's race up or bugger mine up. And
Well, you can't set up your controls on the fly. They have to be done in the.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to go into a session and then, you know, I don't have anything set for it, and then I'm piss farting around and, you know, crash
Yeah.
into someone, and I'd lose iRating and
Yeah,
and
that's
whatever
right.
as well. So
But I mean, you won't have. Oh, I mean, obviously this sets you up for when you
Yeah.
do go sports car racing, but you wouldn't need them
Oh.
for your dirt stuff.
nah, but I'm going to do it. I'm still going to do road racing. I'm
Yeah.
going to do what is it? This one, the CS, because that's D class, I think.
Yeah.
The Toyota Gazoo. I
Yeah,
think that's-
Toyota 86. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's D class as well. And
13.424.
And then I'll look at it
Flat for
once
you.
I-
Car 27, just step past the
I've,
flat. 13.015.
brake bias. Yeah, brake bias.
I'm not
so
far off
brake-
the. I'm not far off the front guys. Only 4/10.
Because I'm not sure with my rotary encoders. Some rotary encoders on some wheels, it's just a left and a right.
Yeah.
Where on other wheels, they're each actual turn, each click is an actual position.
Oh, in this, each turn is an actual position. It's not just a
Yeah.
left and a right.
13.904.
Turn the knob all the way to the right. Click done.
No, you don't have to turn it all the way. You just
No.
have to turn it so that
Turn
it
The
registers.
registers. Yeah, because I've put it use. Oh, sorry, I have to change it to use rotary knob analog or digital.
Keep the tyres up.
Oh, well, I'll learn it as I go along.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, shit, that's off track.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
Because I've got a button box, so I've got two button boxes. So for AMS, if I want to change my brake bias, I just press the brake bias plus, and
Yeah.
I keep pressing it, and it will go one way. And if I keep pressing the button the other way, it will go the other way. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, yep. Oh my god. Shit. Oh, iRacing just... Man, the grip levels just...
Yeah.
Everything else every other
I get
freaking
it.
sim you play feels like you've got freaking... Oh, here we go. And it's frozen. No?
Oh.
Feels like you've got a connection to the road, except for iRacing.
Oh, this is better. Done. Ooh, I get it now, because I've got it's got rear anti-roll and front anti-roll, and
Yeah.
I've got buttons on my button box. But it's different on iRacing. You like, if I want to use the up and down buttons, I've got to just set them both on the one control. It just says buttons 6 and 7. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll work it all out. It's just I should. And then, you know what the funny thing was? I was just about to get right into it, and then week 13 came up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I got bloody okay. Yeah.
I think this is still week 3. What are we? No, we're Wednesday. We should be on the new circuits.
Yeah, we're so the only other button I need is there one to request a tow, or
Yes, there is, and you just set it. So, okay, so hang on a minute. I need to jump out because that's in a different area. Righto. Okay, so go into options.
option, yeah.
Drive, the very first one.
Well, I'm in option, yeah, and then
No,
drive.
go to click on the drive tab. And under control assignments, the very top one is enter exit tow car.
All right, yep. Sorry,
Righto.
yep, I see you now. Yep.
Okay. Now, if you want to be able to, if you want to have push to talk in the game, go to sound.
Sound. Wait up. I'll just go. Yeah.
Right now, under voice chat on the right hand side, the first the box there, the very first one is your push to talk.
Oh, yep. I don't know what I want for that.
I don't think there's anything else. Sound. You can select one. You can select a button. Okay, so under push to talk, you've got louder and quieter. You can set buttons to make the in-game chat louder or quieter.
Yeah. Oh, it seems like you need about 4,000 buttons for this, but nah, it's all right. Yeah, I know. Because what I've got for my general control, you know, my volume control of the whole game and everything. Yeah. I've got like a, what do you call it on my keyboard, it's a round dial thing. You just roll it backwards or forwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I could do that for the push to talk, but then that's going to change the whole volume of the game as well. So
yeah.
So all right. So I've selected just one last thing. I've selected for this car. I've selected. Oh, sorry, wrong button. God. I've selected don't use custom controls for this car. So if I now get out of this car and go to another car, if I untick the use custom controls for this car, it should use the ones I've mapped here.
Yes. So whatever you've mapped for this car and the controls
Yeah.
will work for everything because you've not asked to use custom controls. If you click use custom controls, you have to go through the whole process again with every vehicle. Because I thought I'd be smart and use custom controls, and I went to drive another vehicle and I'm like, why is nothing working? Because I had to go in and select it all.
But obviously, if you drive a car that doesn't have that, take for instance, doesn't have tear-off visors, well then that just doesn't, you just don't use that button in that car.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah. Go back, get out of here. So how long are you staying on for?
I'm going to jump off now. I need to jump off now.
All right.
Yep.
I'll let you close the stream down then.
No worries. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks very much for jumping into chat, keeping me company, and like I said earlier, there will definitely be no streaming tomorrow. Possibly streaming on Thursday if I get all the adjustments and everything that I want to make to the setup done. Otherwise, it'll definitely be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Is guaranteed streaming. But yeah, for the next couple of days, well, for tomorrow especially, and maybe Thursday, there won't be any streaming unless I get everything sorted to the way that I want it. So thank you very much, and as always, I will see you guys around the next corner. Bye for now.